I would prefer to create my own lane
Mm-hmm.
and have this unique product that I could offer. It's the art that sticks around, man. You
Right.
know.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. What up, though? What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to the show, Art2Art, with your boy, the Silk Sensation. Hey, I got my man's Max on the case. Cuz,
What's up?
welcome, sir.
I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you for taking the time out, man.
Okay. Man.
You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know, this man right here is a grinder. And you know, we love grinders. We love the creatives that push forth the creative. You know how we doing Art2Art. So how you feeling, Max? What up, though?
Man, I'm good, brother. Can't complain, man.
Good.
Out here living and staying busy. So yeah, man, I can't complain at all, man.
Word, that's what's up. Man, when we did that event in the D, cuz.
Right.
That's why I was like, okay, man.
Right.
This is real. You know what I mean? That was an organic event like you talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Just something coming together. So tell the people what you do, first of all. I'm excited to get a little ahead. Tell the people what you're doing, what your outlet is.
All right, brother. So my name is Max Sansing, and I'm an artist. I do fine art. I paint murals. I paint murals so much that people think that's all I do, which is fine. I'm a big advocate for the Black mural movement to keep in continuation with the traditions and to serve the Black community and Black culture. So I'm big on that. But yeah, I'm an artist, man. I paint. I spawn creative ideas. I like to mentor. I like to be an advocate on behalf of artists that don't know what the fuck they doing and feeling
Right.
like the world ain't going right for them. Cause I swear I was the patron saint for that for a long time. And man, I love seeing people win, man. Cause I've been on the other side of things, man. And man, you know, sometimes I don't even know if I'm on the other side of it yet. I've been down so much, man. Don't know when you up. So
the ups and downs of it.
But it makes me appreciate the ups a lot more, man. So and it makes me empathetic, and I'm glad to have that. So yeah.
Nah, that's real. That's real. That's real respect too. Respect for the game, respect for yourself, and respect for your place in it.
Man.
Man, what pulled you into art?
I got into it as much as anybody else who's doing art is like a lot of people like, man, I started off when I was a kid. Like, yeah, it's the same cliche with me, man. Parents did art. It was always in the house. So it was never like this foreign, like black sheep of the family type of activity for me or anything like that. So much so that I could draw and I was very good creatively that I didn't really take it as a like primary focus. I was into sports and stuff like that, like drawing and doing cool stuff, with pencils and crayons and all that crap was just something that I thought most kids would do because like being all my friends, kids, we all into like, Transformers and Ninja Turtles and all that
Right.
stuff. Everybody drawing and shit. So I'm just like, all right, this is what we all do. But like when you start like we start having art projects and I'm creating what I see in my head a little bit more exact than the other kids, that's when you start realizing like, when other people notice it for you, you just like, oh, okay, like I want an award. All right, cool. Got a ribbon.
Right. Oh, you rocking with that?
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all fuck with that.
Okay.
So that's kind of like when I really got into it and you know, knew I could draw and do art and all that stuff by 8th grade. Um Went to my family gathering for Thanksgiving one year. My cousin, I don't know how he got into it so early. I guess it's because like he was close to the High Park neighborhood. But my cousin Chris got into like the whole hip hop scene,
Mhm.
and like he got into like he showed me a sketchbook and it had like graffiti in it. And that was the first time I seen graffiti anywhere outside of like on the streets.
Mm.
And I didn't really understand what it was, but then I was realizing like, oh, this is attached to rap music. And like this is my whole like, 13-year-old, 14-year-old brain trying to figure all this shit out. And I was like, oh man, you mean I could like pick a name and like that's my identity? And
Uh,
the shit was literally like it was like you grew up watching anime and you like had the same story where it's like the dorky little underdog and then like all of a sudden they get like an alias, they get superpowers, then
uh,
they gotta fight to be the best and blah 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 and all that shit. It was the same thing. Like got into high school, didn't know nobody, but like engaging into the hip hop scene and the school I went to, Kenwood, was a hip hop high school
okay.
for the most part. And like cats would go to the spot called the Point after school and shit, and like cats be up there sharing black books. That's black book is your sketchbook if you're a graffiti artist.
Mhm.
And cats be up there breaking, holding ciphers and shit like that. And everybody had like an alias. Everybody had like their name and shit. And they was part of crews and all.
Right,
And then it was
right.
like some of these dudes, when they say their name, you be like, damn, I'll see you on the bus, like all tagging all over there. I'm
Right,
like,
okay.
that's you, you know?
Huh.
And so like, yeah, it was like literally like, man, okay, Max Sansing by day at school, and then after school, it was like my name was like Saint Arrows. That was my name. I
Saint
gave,
Arrows?
yeah, so I
Okay.
gave myself, and like, man, it was like, all right, cool. I go out tagging in the alleys and drawing in my sketchbook, and you would get props off of how cold your sketchbook, and like
Mm.
it'd be all these kids from all these different schools, like, man, like, damn, man, dude is dope. Like, so it was like a video game. It was like leveling up and stuff. Same time all that graffiti shit hit me. Am I going on?
No,
Let
go
me know.
ahead. No,
Yeah.
we listening. Yep.
Same time all the graffiti shit hits me. I'm taking art classes, in school or whatever, and I'm getting that fine art knowledge as well from my art teacher, Miss Dr. Carolyn Lawrence.
Mhm.
And so I'm new into hip hop, which I sunk full in. I had locks, backpack,
Right.
yeah, like this, like 90, talk about like 96,
Uh-huh.
97. Like we coming off of the
Golden
golden
era.
era. Yeah,
Right, right, right,
so
for
I'm
sure.
like, I could tell you the first time I heard Nas Illmatic, man. Like,
Huh.
first time the world is yours. I was at a house party. Remember boy Hebrew tell the story. He was there too. A lot of guys was there. And
Okay.
like then Cass was like breaking in the front room of this house that used to be Elijah Muhammad's house.
What?
Yeah. I realized that when I watched this documentary and I was like, oh shit, we was breakdancing in the front room of that crib.
Yeah.
But yeah, and man, that song came on, man. But like all of them first for me was like that was my thing. Like some kids was goth kids. Me, I was a hip hop kid. Like that was my shit. Still
Right.
is. Like, you are who you were in high school pretty much for the rest of your life. It's okay. In
Mhm.
some cases.
Mhm.
And so all of that with my fine art education led me to end up leaving, graduating and then going to American Academy of Art because it was a school that pretty much they were teaching and they had the graduates and alumni that did the artwork that I in my mind thought I could never do. And I was like, well, that's what the fuck I want to be. I was
Mm.
like, when you see people that like do art and like, the shit cool. It like, your cousin went to a sip and paint and shit. But then you see
Right.
like motherfuckers that like can draw.
Yeah.
Not like that. Like, I sat and looked at a picture for 5 hours and this is what I can do with a ballpoint pen. I'm talking about like that real ass, like, nigga, I draw.
Huh.
That's what was going on there. And I was like, shit, man, I gotta learn that. So went there. Um, they had life drawing classes there, and like the life drawing classes were intense. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was like, hey, here's a sheet of paper. Learn how to measure this body. The bottle will come in, drop their clothes off. It's the first time a naked man got in front of me, man.
Right, right. Wild shit.
Old white naked man.
It's dead, right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you went from graph from the
Graph
streets
to
to
that,
graph
to
to fire.
that, yeah, to that, man.
So that right there,
Yeah.
you started on the graffiti, like on the sketchbook graffiti grind, and then from the fine arts.
Graph kept me competitive because like when I stopped playing sports, graph, I got that competitive fix out of doing graph. And I wasn't bombing as much dudes because like I got arrested for bombing and shit, and I kind of slowed down on that shit. And then I don't know, my head was in a place where it was like I grew up in Avalon Park, 79th Street, right there. I had like a couple of homies that like died and shit like that, and like getting locked up. And I was like, and I had a couple of them tell me, it was like, hey man, your ass don't want to get locked up for no fucking graffiti. And he's like, man, niggas out here doing enough shit without, you know what I mean? Like, it's too easy just being black to get locked up. Now you about to hit, go ahead and do this shit. Like, so I was like, that was where my head was. I was like, all right, And then at the same time, like, I got into graph not to really do bombing like that, man. I know that's like fucked up to say to some, graph guys and stuff, but like,
Okay.
I wanted to do dope shit. And like bombing is all about repetition and how much and where you bomb at.
Okay.
You could bomb some dope shit. When I say bomb, I mean tagging.
Right.
I was
just about to say for people that don't know.
Sorry, it's not
that's
fucking
just like
domestic terrorism and shit like that.
Right. right.
But bombing. Bombing is basically like the shit you see off the expressway, and or on the trains and stuff. If you ever so lucky to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you can only do so much in a short amount of time. Like a lot of times, half the shit you see on the streets is halfway done because like they had to get the fuck out of there.
Right.
And I did that. I did freights and all that stuff, man. But I was all about like I was like, man, I can draw, I can paint. I want to learn how dope I could get with the spray can. I want to get can control. And the best way to do that, is to go to the layup spots and then do the P walls, the permission walls and stuff.
Okay.
And so, I leaned more into that. And then that's, at the same time, the shit that I thought was the dopest and growing up in the graffiti and then just public art stuff was like either community murals or dope ass graph walls. And like that was something that people spent time and labored on. And so like that's where my head was with that.
Okay.
And so with graph, I had that. With schooling, it was giving me the tools to be able to actually draw. So I got these two things working for me. I got graph and I got these fundamentals. And then I'm taking these fundamentals and applying them to the graph shit. And then I started seeing like this back and forth between like learning how to draw, then teaching myself how to oil paint to like the way I started using the can got a little bit more refined and stuff. I stopped worrying about like, oh, okay, this line is only this thick because I sprayed it out. Like I can make it thinner. I can manipulate it a little bit more and stuff.
Just from the fine arts part?
Yeah, just from the fine art. Like that shit goes hand in hand and stuff, man. And man, my bad. I'm going on and on.
No,
man.
that's dope because I'm thinking about that's to give me a visualization of I remember you explained some of your pieces like the young brother with the head on fire. I'll never forget when you explained that's like that burning desire, that burning, keep the flame burning.
Yeah.
And your style is kind of like what I noticed about it before we really got cool is just like, okay, this dude got the graffiti, but it's a little bit more refined.
Right.
Like it's like you could. So now that you explaining that, it's coming together in your style. So is that how you describe your style?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, when you start doing more stuff, you realize like you learn the rules with graph, but then you learn them and then you end up getting older and you start breaking them because you realize like graffiti is, while it was made and created by guys that were rule breakers,
Mm-hmm.
The rules are very much hardline established now. Whereas like
Mm.
graph has so much, like for graph to look so uniform and for people to know exactly what's dope and what's not dope,
Uh-huh.
there has to be established rules or a look to it. Like there's a line you can hit with graph and cats will be like, okay, well that shit's dope. And that shit's whack. Well, how come you know that shit's whack? Because it ain't that shit.
Ah.
Art don't work like that.
Okay.
Art for the most part, that's bad art, don't get me wrong, but it's all objective. What you think is bad could be fucking dope.
Mm.
And it's wide open where graffiti is very hard line.
Right. Okay.
And in the nature of that, it does make it a little conservative in how it's done because there are some gatekeepers about shit. Like if you had a wall, somebody see you pull out some tape, motherfuckers gonna kill you over that. They see you break out stencil,
tape or whatever.
yeah, tape, stencil, projectors, anything that looks remotely close to what they think is street art or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
you're gonna have some OGs in there giving you shit. You know, I've realized like as I got older, um, man, fuck all that shit. Like, man, I could be out of here tomorrow or whenever. Like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Mm.
I have had it instilled to me, you know, enough to where like every time I think I'm about to break some graph rules, I never end up doing it because I'm like I am still a traditionalist. Like, if you see me paint, 9 times out of 10, I'm painting that shit with a spray can from beginning to end, and I barely broke out a brush or a tape or anything like that. Not because I'm trying to flex. It's just kind of like I just been kind of brought up that way.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but
it's the muscle memory of it.
But I'll never kill anybody that does that. And like one of these days, I plan to do that. And so, you know, it's good to kind of like what they say, know the rules so you can break them.
Yeah.
That's why I am with it, man.
No, that's crucial.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's crucial. Know the rules so you can break them right there.
No doubt.
So is that like when you go into a piece now, do you think about like when you approach it, like say you're working on like a company thing that you wanna got hired for,
right?
Or you're working on something for yourself? Is there a balance right there that you have to deal with?
So I think that's more of a where you are your career question. When you're younger and you're getting jobs or you're getting gigs, you're doing them and you're trying to get the check and you're trying to have a resume to get more jobs like it with the same amount of money.
Okay.
And in doing that, you're not too focused if the client asks you for something because you are a person that knows how to draw and paint or whatever, right? They're hitting you up because of that, not because you're such and such and you have an established style. That type of shit comes when you're more established in your career, and then people hit you up and say, hey, we've got this, but we hit you up in particular because we want what you have attached to this, or we want what you do filtered through our vision, or
That's
yada
the best
yada.
way.
Yeah, but
that's what you work for.
But me telling you that now, I can say I could do shit like that now, but to a younger artist, they don't really have that luxury. A lot of people are hitting them up because like they're using them as a tool. It's like, hey, I need some goddamn drywall in my house. Okay, cool. Hit up a motherfucker that can do drywall. And then there's people that are like, hey, I need drywall from so and so because I know that motherfucker hooks that shit up, and I want them to do what they like.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's two different two different requirements from a person, and so when you realize when you get to the other half, whereas people hit you up for your creative shit, that's when you can start having a little bit more demands. So you can start saying like, hey, you can tell these people no, or you can tell them I'm going to do it this way, and a lot of times you can need to tell them get the hell out of your way so you could be the person you hit me up to be, you know?
right. Quit playing.
Yeah, quit playing, man. Right. Yeah, because people be like, oh, man, hey, yo, man, we hit you up. We love your work. You know, they do all that butter and stuff on the top end. And then they come through and ask you to do some stuff that anybody else could do. Yeah. And literally don't want you to do nothing that they even called you for. Exactly.
Right. They
And
try to
so
put the frame, trying to put the stencil on you.
right. And then, if you ain't pressed for the money, that's when you go tell them, fuck themselves, or you find a clever way to do what you always wanted to do anyway. So
Okay.
it's there's ways to get people to back down, because a lot of times there's somebody in that office that's like, yo, you told them what? Like, no, man, like the fact they hitting you up and then that person drops the ball with you because they treated you like you're a generic artist. I mean, they don't want to look bad,
Right. That's a them.
Yeah. And I think it's important, and I'm gonna say this for like a lot of the younger artists out there. Um, yeah, I'm a graph guy, and I grew up with the whole no biting thing, and I still, you know, run by that, and not because of just old school hip hop rules, but more so it's a respect to people who have worked hard to carve their own lane.
Right. Okay.
And there's some artists that I know who are doing some phenomenal fucking art. And I know with my skill sets where they are right now, I could probably paint that same shit. I ain't gonna do that.
Right.
Cause that's their lane. They worked hard for that.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to step in their lane. I would prefer to create my own lane and have this unique product that I could offer. Because a lot of times when people are out here looking for stuff and they can't get you, they'll get the cheaper version of you.
Right.
And the younger generation coming up, they weren't groomed with that hard line thing. Like, they see stuff and it's like all about the repetitive nature. Like, they grew up with their favorite artists, copying iconic cartoons and making it their own. Like, so it's like that whole idea of like, oh man, all I gotta do is paint what this other person painted, or paint something like this other person painted, and then ride that shit until I get on. And it's like,
that ain't the.
Yeah, and it's like,
the cookie cutter syndrome.
Exactly, man.
So when you think about, you mentioned like respecting the artists of others in terms of like they earn their style or whatever, and you being able to be at the point right now, you being able to be like, yo, I'm not working. This how it's gonna go. This what I'm hired for.
Yeah.
What is like the biggest challenge through your journey to earn that right? Because that's a hell of a respect to be able to earn that. What is one of the challenges that you are just
It
always
ain't easy.
draw?
I mean, I lost a lot of stuff, and man, shout out to your boy, your Detroit brother, Big Sean, man. Like, what's that? Last night took a L, but tonight I bounced.
Right.
Man, that song goes in my head every time where like something fell through and then like some other coded shit comes away. And that's been like the theme of a lot of stuff.
Bounce
man.
back.
Yeah, but I heard an artist, I think Rashid Johnson, say in a documentary, he's like, man, you gotta learn how to say yes till you can start saying no. And that's how it's worked out with a lot of stuff. And I mean, you don't have to do so much fighting in these meetings to have your creative voice if the reputation is out there that like, hey man, either get somebody else, but don't ask Max to do that goofy shit because he ain't gonna do it.
Right. It's
Or
the work.
or like, it may not look like it, but I improvise like a motherfucker, and so like, I ain't shit when it come to putting together concepts and stuff, man. I never have been. And I know that's like a horrible thing when it comes to like doing this type of profession.
You mean like the ideas that you're gonna paint about?
I have an idea, but like outside of like the portrait, man, so much of everything is so abstract, and a lot of my process is like me being open to call those audibles, like, right then and there at the wall. Like, one thing I would never do is be a slave to a concept that I drew like fucking 3 months ago, and like my head's in a whole nother space. And I'm like, man, okay, like, hey, I'm feeling these colors right now. I want to do that. I want to do that right now.
Right. So you able to go with the flow and the feeling
It's a feeling. And
on
then,
the field.
yeah, then it's like, you painting murals, man. You be out there talking to people and they like talk your ear off and shit. And like, man, something new might come around. Like I had a project that like I was figuring out what I was gonna paint on a plane ride over, the drive over to the art store to pick up the paint. And when they dropped me off and I'm sitting there with the lift and the paint in the bag of paint, I still ain't figure out what the fuck I was gonna paint. And then I just thought about some things, did a little bit of research, and I scrapped what I was going to do and then came up with an idea. And like that mural turned out to be a landmark for that area. And like I get tagged on it all the time with tourist boards and shit.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah, and I would have never done that shit
crazy.
if I had
So
to like
stay
stick.
open.
Yeah, I gotta stay open.
You
like
stay
man,
open.
pause. Man.
No, that's real.
Sound like Dave Dash. I'm sorry.
No, that's real though. One of the guests said something like that. I asked her, Mimi, shout out to Mimi, what up, though? I asked her what is creativity to her, and she was like, staying open.
Yeah.
And then you second that same emotion with bringing that flexibility.
Yeah, man.
And it turned out to be something that you wouldn't have planned.
Yeah.
And it was a landmark for them.
Yeah. I mean,
so
you got to be open for, not to get all, esoteric, but like you got to be open for like a revolution, like, what's it? The shit that like changes things and like the stuff that we call weird and wild in the moment, man, that's the next wave. It always like it's every now and then it's a couple of duds out here, man. But most of the shit, man, like when people put their balls out there, like right. It's like you think about Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, and like all of the jazz snobs talking shit about him going, electric and all that. And then like now we look back at them albums like, hey man, that was some dope stuff, man. Right. Or like, even Kanye with like, all his antics and stuff, man. Like like him or not, it's like, hey, you talk crap about that shoe, but then you just go to Miami and sitting in the lobby of some hotel and shit on somebody's foot, whether you like it or not, man. Right. And I mean, I guess, what's all the little cliches? All the Apple stuff. Like, these are the people that like said, here's where everything is, and then we're going that way. Mm-hmm. And somebody got to do it. Right. Somebody got to do it. And you got to be open for it. And like, at least with me, when I'm doing stuff, I'll fall into cliche lines and stuff like that sometimes, man. But for the most part, in my head, I think I'm doing that type of shit. Okay. I feel comfortable. I'm at home with that.
Yeah. So have you always been able to like? Is that like when you started to now and stuff like that? Is that like a thing that you notice about yourself? Like.
Yeah. I would So like when I was in high school, I would do these sketches and it would be like just these stream of thought drawings with like, it's doodling but a little bit more refined, and like before you know it, it'd be like a mountain. Like so I would paint like a guy that's like sitting on like a mountain. I mean on like a hillside and like looking up at the sky, and then I would just start drawing some clouds, and then I would just start drawing all these crazy things in the clouds because this guy is like sitting up looking and imagining stuff. And in a way, I'm still doing that type of stuff with my art. Like the mural that you see on the garage doors downstairs of the building. Like, bro, I'm just going. Like, I'm like, I bet key, Apple, lock. Like, this is like I'm just going. And it's freestyle. Bro, it's still hip hop.
Right. Like, that's the art of it.
Yeah, this is me catching bars and just going and just going with the flow. And I use words like jazz because I think that's mainly what it is. Like a lot of times it is a jazz solo. Like, I'm going off on a riff and I'm going in, and then like I'll bring that shit back home and get right back in the pocket,
Oh,
you know,
okay, okay.
and finish out the song and
Damn.
shit,
So
man.
it's
Yeah,
like you got your bars, but you
yeah,
you know you could go off.
yeah,
You know what that
man.
remind me of? Battle rapping.
Yes,
You
yes,
know what I'm
yes,
saying?
no doubt.
Like especially like with the past 10 years, like the battle
Yeah,
rap
yeah, the
scene now.
same, yeah.
Like you know they might have that one line that they'll come back and land on, but they got so
Right,
much creativity. This is like you talking about on the field.
right. Yeah, them dudes, man, like they
That's crazy.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
people like they don't even be flowing no more sometimes, man. They just in there talking shit and
Yeah,
happen to
man.
be rapping.
Yeah, happy to be rapping. I ain't gonna lie, I could. I don't think I could fuck with that shit.
Okay.
Like it's still.
I'm like, man, why don't y'all just like be like how Big was, man? Like he was on beat and just still roasting
Yeah,
niggas and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. But it's a new era though. You know, that's a whole different. That's a whole different skill set.
His
You gotta
battles,
think about that's a true sport.
his battle spoken word.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it
His
is.
battle rapping or his shit talking with rhyming.
Right, shit talking with rapping.
Yeah.
You know, I like to make songs. You know,
Yes.
like just like you, I caught fire off the hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? I remember first hearing Wu-Tang. Then I was like, okay, these cats coming with like this whole crew. That's when I got into RZA as a producer.
Right.
Cause I used to, I was on the beat making side.
Right.
But I just thought about what it took for him to like basically kind of lead and facilitate all of these superheroes back to you know what I'm saying, the comic book era, the anime.
Right.
Like these people got special powers, and I always remember that quote. It's like we form like Voltron, and he the head. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
some of them personality traits
Right.
that it take, like you testing yourself, hiring that dude to just,
Right.
then you seeing him,
Right.
and then you drawing from his imagination. Like that's some crazy shit, dog. Like,
That's
do you think that can be taught though?
the art of collaboration
The art,
or
yeah,
or
just
man,
to be able to see through somebody else's perspective.
oh, can that be taught? There's a humbling that needs to be done when you do that type of shit. All right, so just in doing graffiti, I think
Mhm.
that helped me out because when you do graph, like don't nobody own a whole wall, especially when you like 14, 15, 16 years old or whatever. So
Uh-huh.
like you painting in a slot. Like your homie right here, your homie right there, and you right here, and y'all gotta make this whole wall work to look like something.
Okay.
You a teenager figuring out stuff that like I seen grown men these days can't do at a wall because like they are artists and they got their art and they got to paint their shit and they can give a fuck about what's left or to what's right to them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that art of collaboration, man, you learn it quick. And then yeah, on a Wu-Tang tip, that's how I kind of saw the stuff. Like I would see these walls that these guys would do in New York. And then when like the graffiti magazines started coming, we used to go to Tower Records and grab them. We used to start seeing shit from overseas in the UK or whatever, and you would see these giant themed out walls with like I remember this crew FX did this from out of New York. They did this wall called the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse. And so like it was like this Frank Frazetta's a fantasy artist. It was like this 70s fantasy art style, same with like these fucking warlords coming up on these horses and shit. And it was like battles in the background. It looked like some Battle of the Bastards Game of Thrones shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had like their graph styles on there and stuff. And you were just like, one guy's over here, one guy's over there, one guy's over there. And there had to be a synergy happening for that to happen because, you know, artists, man, especially like fine artists, you know, it's a insular practice. It's like you by yourself and you basically captain the ship all the time.
On the fine art side.
Yeah, on the fine art side. And so graffiti, one thing I liked about it is that it let me know how to be able to back up, let somebody, you know, fill that space or fill that gap and stuff like that. And that works out a lot. And then even my time working in an artist studio, like there was a lot of humbling I had to do because it was like, man, I had to play a role for the greater goal of the company I was working for and stuff, man.
Okay.
And so, and then, working on stuff where I had to realize like, this ain't my art. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, honestly, man, if it's anybody that knows like how to humble yourself, it is me, man. I did that. I did that for a
Word.
long time, man.
Damn, that's real.
A long time, man.
That's real, and it's
Yeah.
working in your favor. Like
It has, man.
it's a special ability to be able to do that.
Yeah, like, look, man, I love my art. I love what I do, but I'm in no ways full of myself on what I do. Like, I know what my art is. I know what it ain't. I know where I want it to be, and I know where it's not. And like, you know, I know what I can do. I know what I've yet to do.
So,
yeah, so
word.
that keeps me in focus. That keeps me from being too prideful. And I love being able to, see artists that like, man, eat my lunch every day and shit. Like, like that keeps me. Even when I went to school, when I went to American Academy,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't the strongest drawer in the class when I got there. Like, I had to work my way up. You know what I mean? And I learned that I thrive in those situations.
Right.
And
the grinder.
Yeah, and I would like to be in that position for pretty much the majority of my art career from now going forward, because like it's that old saying, the more you know, the less you know. And like, I want to be able to learn. Like, I'm hungry to learn all the time, and it's hard to learn when like you're around a bunch of people that kiss your ass all the time.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And like I like props just like anybody else do.
Mhm.
Like, it's nice to hear people say your shit is dope when you do it, but when people do it and somebody else is like killing some shit somewhere else and shit,
Right.
and they just doing it because like you so and so,
Right.
it don't mean shit.
It
no
don't mean
more.
shit.
Yeah,
So
it
looking in the
don't.
clouds, thinking about that.
Yeah,
like,
right, man.
Like,
So yeah, I'm always like kind of like looking to kind of like step myself up, and I give people who are my contemporaries.
Mm-hmm.
When I say contemporaries, that means people who are still alive that I fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
That are killing shit and are doing shit that inspires me. I give them props. Like, I know a lot of people like to give props, or they say like, who's inspired you, and they start naming a bunch either dead motherfuckers or people that's famous that they don't even fucking know.
Right.
I'll name the homie down the street. You know what I mean?
Right.
And give them their flowers and shit as being as being a part of my artistic journey and shit.
No, that's a big part.
Because like, that's realistic. Like, people get inspiration from people that are right next to them.
Yeah.
Don't bite they shit.
Yeah. Don't bite that shit.
Don't bite that shit.
That's a violation. We don't need that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, it's man, don't be afraid to give people their props and shit that are right next to you.
True facts. I'm definitely a proponent of that type of shit, because it's like that genre of man versus himself. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just remind me of like, people gonna feel a certain way about what you do, regardless. Even if you don't do shit, you ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always got their opinion. So to have that attitude, like, I never understood a hater. I never been a hater.
I remember this.
You know what I'm saying?
Dogs don't bark at parked cars, man. Like, if you, you know what I mean?
Right.
I would always be like, it would go to these graph walls and events and shit, and like, man, there's crews that like, they all homies and shit, and they all end up like painting alike, and all these styles look the same and shit.
Right.
And like, if the standard in that crew is dope styles, it's cool. And then it'd be like 4 or 5 dudes in that crew where it's just like, they not even like talked about as like being hot motherfuckers. They just guys that could paint really good, and then that's that. But most of the guys that I know who in Chicago who could paint fucking phenomenally, and like phenomenally and like is out here kicking ass, and they're really good, they get the most haters.
Right.
They always have. It's always been that way. And why? Because they kick up the smoke, and the smoke is insecurities. Like a lot of times when you cold as fuck, you bring out the insecurities in motherfuckers.
Right. Kick
And
up
like,
the smoke.
yeah, and I'm like,
Right.
man, unless you like kick they fucking dog in the nuts or fuck they sister, like, why? What reason do you have to be upset with this person? Like,
Right.
what is it?
Mhm.
Like, man, what Nas say, man? Like the dopeness of him is bringing out the bitch in you. He said one of them songs. I was like,
Right.
yo, man,
that's bars.
yeah, that's what I was like. But it's
the
real.
bars of life.
Yeah, like I mean, like you it's in all cases, man. Like what most people are hating, it's the insecurity
It's
showing.
an insecurity.
Like,
That's
hey,
the part.
yo, your insecurity, you got a little,
Right.
showing right now,
Right.
man.
That's the part I understand. I don't understand it. Like that's part of the like this show right here.
Yeah,
Like I'm in the true belief system. I know haters and shit like that. I know
Yeah.
how that shit go.
yeah,
Even though I feel like I never really been that hater, and I know tremendous people
right,
who got a lot of talent who really don't have that need to hate.
right,
Especially when you got an attitude like, yo, I'm focused on what I can do and what
Right.
I'm trying to do.
right.
But it's like you said, the insecurity.
It's the
So part of this
insecurity.
show, like one of the reasons I'm glad you here, because you speaking on a lot of confidence, things you worked on, your gifts, how you pull into the bag, your losses. And for some people who say maybe, oh, I can't do that or I'm not creative, what is the formula to start building some of that inside yourself to first of all expose the insecurity, like you say,
Right.
be humble,
Right.
and then build your confidence up.
So when you are creative, I kind of liken it to it's kind of like your own personal neighborhood. I'm trying to figure this out in my head, but
Uh-huh.
like imagine you got your house and then you got your neighborhood and it's like spread out and stuff. Your creative home space is your house.
Mm.
And it's kind of like that thing that stays with you for the majority of your career, and then different inspirations and tangents and phases and things are like the outer. I guess a tree would be more of it, where it's like that one branch that's up fucking middle, and then it's all the branches that stick out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I guess that's a better
The growth.
analogy. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What's that called?
The growth of it.
The
like,
growth. Yeah,
the
yeah,
branch
no
out,
doubt.
okay.
Yeah, and them branches storms may come through, branches, leaves, whatever, but that fucking trunk, the trunk, it stays there.
All right.
Yeah. I know as a young creative, it's always enticing to go to like a museum, or you see your favorite artist do something, and like you just want to be like, people say, use terms like, man, dude, I'm throwing away everything, or I'm going back to the lab, and and all this,
Right.
or I'm rewriting it. It's like,
yeah.
that's fine, but what did you get into this art for? What stirred that inspiration and that fire in you in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
And if this new direction you go off to causes you to cut that tree off and try to grow another one, then what are you becoming?
Mm.
Because that trunk, that tree in the middle, that's you. A lot of people say like you can't, there's nothing new under the sun, right?
Right.
I think that's bullshit. There's a new motherfucker born every other minute. Like, it ain't never
True
been
facts.
another one like that ever.
Right.
And if I always say, if you do artwork or you create anything that is so true to who you are
Mm-hmm.
and what you are going to offer a new voice every time.
Mm.
And so took me a while to figure that shit out.
Right. Had to. I mean,
Yeah, because I'm just like everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
man, you be working on something, then you go to the art institute, then you see this, you like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm
Right,
doing.
right.
Then you start going through a goddamn existential crisis of creativity.
Exactly.
And
But you're taking it in,
Yeah.
you observe it in a certain way.
Exactly. But, and it took people telling me about how they liked my old work or the way my work felt, and to realize, like, man, what I got into this for, the weird little mythological shit I got going on in my head, or the stuff that like I feel compulsed to do, and the shit that like makes me feel at home creatively, that's me. And so I have to tap into that and then flourish and paint that shit no matter what art trends come and go. Like there's trends in art right now. If you're a black artist, like, okay, cool. Paint black people black as fuck and put them next to a houseplant and paint them in leisure. And like those paintings are killing the art game right now. Right now, you don't gotta be rocket science right now. Like, you know, all right, look, gallery's gonna love some black people chilling on the couch. Like, I'm gonna paint that shit. Like, and then you'll blow the fuck up.
Okay.
And I know that's comforting when you're like young and you don't know what the fuck to do. Like, these bills is hitting me. My friends is fuck. This is the first time where you can actually see your friends like level up in real time because of social media. And you like, and that creates anxiety amongst. I can only imagine being a young artist right now. You're just like, shit ain't working out for you, but it's working out for your fucking friend and shit. And you're like, why the fuck ain't, like, what the fuck I gotta do? And so then kids feel like they gotta, like, you know, just paint the same shit everybody else is painting. And it's like, we just lost one right there. We just lost a unique voice.
Exactly. That you
probably had something cold in their head that was left brain like a motherfucker. And totally opposite of what's trending right now, but could have been something great that they could have offered to the game and shit.
Yeah, we just lost one.
Yeah, we just lost one, man.
Lost a unique voice.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And so I had to realize that shit myself. Where it was just like, you know what, man? I'm gonna do Max. I'm gonna do it like a motherfucker, and I'm gonna keep expanding it. I'm not gonna let it stay still because I have to grow as an artist. But where I'm going from is that trunk of who I am, and I'm gonna stay there with that, man. Because like that's me giving my unique voice. If I go off and go do and chase what's working for everyone else, then I'm just another person added to the same
now
shit,
you uprooted. You ain't got no base.
I don't know. All of that stuff was real, I guess, kind of meta and shit. And I hope I explained it right,
that's
man.
What,
and I ain't want to offend nobody doing it.
No, what's beautiful about that is it's abstract, it's meta, but you know, in these times and days, that's the realest shit.
Yeah, you can apply that shit. I mean, fucking, you can apply that shit to hip hop right now. Like, you know, I was just telling my homie, like, back in the day, cats that song, like they all had a voice. Like when you hear that voice, or they had like a band behind them, like you could tell Luther's band, you could tell Anita's band, you could tell like the voices. Everybody had these unique voices.
Yeah, it had a classic appeal.
Now it's like all these brothers is singing, or sisters is singing. All the sisters are like wispy singing, and the brothers is singing in falsettos and shit. Right. And it's like, man, so don't nobody want to sound like Will Downing? Don't nobody want to? I mean, I sound like a boomer and shit.
Where's the soul at?
Where's the unique voice? Like, where's the like? If art and creativity right now was a car lot, it'd be a ton of Civics and maybe a few different cars and shit. Like, would you want to look at a car lot like that? Exactly, man. It'd be like, the Civic. I want the Civic because that's all the fucking
hey, they got movies about that type of shit. Steps and Wise type shit.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
But you know what was dope about the whole conversation in terms of like finding that place? I feel blessed in that way too. Like just being able to fuck what's going on.
Right.
And let me work on this.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of people, and I understand that part too, because I have been in phases where like, damn, like, okay, they doing this, they doing that. It's like, you gotta find where you fit.
You do.
But you gotta stay grounded. But it's hard to, especially as a new artist, to find that self.
Man, I know it, and I tried to make it sound simple enough, but I know it ain't easy.
Right.
And like I said, I fall victim to it too. I'm human. Like I see some cool shit, I want to do it too. I get it.
But that's art too, though. Like art in itself. When I start writing, And then we both got the sports. What you played? You played
I played baseball and football.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Baseball. I played basketball and football, man. I wish I played baseball.
Man, I wasn't tall enough to play ball like that.
Man.
Well, I played football, man, because I was short. I can run like.
Oh yeah. What'd you play? Running back?
Yeah.
Word.
I got knocked on my ass and I stopped.
Right.
Hey, good.
That's how I go. Let me try this art.
All right. Yeah, man. Go ahead and pick up the pencil a little bit more.
No, but it's real though, because one thing about sports is when you're on that island, when you get knocked on your ass, you'd be like, okay, and then you got a good coach, be like, get up, especially if you see that heart in you, or he gonna pull something out of you.
Yeah.
It's like certain places you get that spark to be like, okay, this is myself. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your parents, your coach, or you write like, or you know saying like, oh, like go, you finding yourself like.
Man, you know, it's a lot of scenarios where like you get your ego not ego, because I ain't never really been an egotistical motherfucker like that, but like your confidence not. Like I remember like, dude, I was a fucking teenager, and like I'm doing some graffiti, and then like an old school dude to come through and be like, you a biter and shit, and write that shit on your shit.
Oh,
and like
shit.
diss it. And I'm like, this is a grown ass man coming at a kid and shit that's like already like mad insecure because he in a space where it's like, you know, graffiti is harsh. Like it's like I said, it's not art. It's not the art world. It's the graph world. It's either shit's dope or it's not. And motherfuckers will tell you it's not.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, fuck your feelings. Your shit is whack.
Right.
Hold that.
Get out of here. Right.
Yeah. And I got that shit another time. First time I went to the point from an artist that like I respect, and we homies now and shit, but like he's like a legend and shit. And like he had grabbed my sketchbook, and I had like my little Polaroid of like my first graph style I ever did. The shit was whack as fuck. But like I was proud of it because I sprayed something with spray paint.
Okay. Right.
I actually used the
like
can.
I did.
Yeah. And like he grabbed my book, and man, he was like, this shit whack as fuck. And he just started roasting the shit out of it. Man, I shrunk, man. I didn't go up. Bro, I was like 15 years old. I didn't go back up there till like I had a sketchbook just full of heat. Like I was just like, nah, man, I ain't going out. Like that,
I ain't
man.
going
So
out
I
like
went back
that.
up there the next time. Motherfuckers knew who the fuck I was there.
Oh, word.
Bro, cause I was like, it was the it was like one of them 80s movies, man. It was like I went through the montage, drawing in my sketchbook and drinking eggs and shit. Fucking came back and was victorious with my goddamn Falcon kick.
Rocky with the sketchbook and shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that, and then other time I was a little further along in my art career, man. Like had an art show, worked on it like a motherfucker, this, that, and the third. And that show came to the show, took all day, did the late appearance. Well, nobody even in there. It was just my friends and family, and there wasn't many of them. And like no one was in there.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Right. So,
and the gallery owner sitting there, ball wine and cheese, and had bottles.
Right.
With nobody in there. I ain't sell shit. And I was in my late 20s, man, when that happened. And I had shows where I had people before and shit. And now mind you, the housing crisis and bullshit was going on at the time. But like, yeah, man, that shit hurt. But I'm glad it happened though. Cause like, you know, it wasn't like I was feeling myself, but it let me know my artist career mortality, you know. And then it also let me know that like people don't need this shit, dude.
Right.
Like people don't need to have fucking paintings and all this stuff. I know that don't sound cool as an artist. Like I can easily be like, no man, people need it, bro. They need it because it's cultural, and it fulfills the soul, and they need. It's like, no man, like
that's a grounded perspective.
Yeah,
though,
but I'm like, yo,
created.
Zombie apocalypse, like. Fuck you gonna do with my artwork? Like that shit, you gonna throw it at a zombie and gonna take them out? Like, and you spend like 10 grand on this shit,
right?
When they're like a goddamn machete costs like fucking $6 at Cabela's, like. So I realized that, And like I was realized, okay, I'm in a luxury form. And that was a chip I had on my shoulder going into
Luxury
doing
form.
murals, because I was like, this was my me feeling, having a chip on my shoulder about art not being practical was a big thing. I used to say in the interviews were like, man, I used to worry about art not being practical, but doing the murals, I started seeing how it could be in a practical use. Cause like places I was doing, the murals and the artwork were bringing in people into those communities, and hopefully they will buy some shit there, or this would kind of like lead to some changes happening in the neighborhood, or like this would spark like other kids to want to go out here and do art.
Right.
um Things were happening after I painted on a real level, more so than what paintings that someone buys at a gallery and puts in their home
On a
were
real level.
doing. Yeah, that's how I kind of felt about it. And then, like, it was like, it's I always was saying like how like we do all of this, like this it was doing like the 2020 when like folks were marching and going downtown, and man, and I saw this one chick. She was sitting on a bus stop waiting to go to Popeyes. Why, it was just a bunch of kids with signs and shit, and like she's that individual that they were probably marching for. I would think just someone that's just like out here just trying to fucking live, but then getting, having to deal with, unexpected fucking, traffic stop, or, interaction with a cop, or, someone that's wanting to kill her or kill said person. And I don't know. I always think about art being accessible to people that don't, not that they don't give a shit about art, they just ain't got time for it, or they feel like they don't have time for it. And like I like what the murals do, because I've heard people say like, "Hey man, I'm not even into art, but like I see this shit every day, and like it gets me thinking about stuff."
Right.
And to hit folks on a level like that,
On a real level.
yeah, because I mean, a lot of art sometimes, man, it's so in the art world. The thing is, good art shouldn't be so damn literal. You know what I mean when I say that?
Literal, just straight to the point. Or
Yeah, like
just,
well, you see,
it
like
should be more abstract and
it should be more, yeah, it should be more cerebral and more
like make you
think, and it's, whatever it's about shouldn't be right on the face. It's gotta be. You gotta read a thesis to understand it. And shit. Yeah, that type of stuff, and that's considered good art or high art. As opposed to like the pedestrian stuff that's like, you understand it, and I feel like that's fine, and there's people that do that, but the art that got me into painting and drawing, it just wasn't that. Like I got into art when I was a kid at an early age, but what type of art do you think I fucking liked? It wasn't no goddamn Rothko, and it wasn't Basquiat neither.
Right.
Like I love Basquiat, but I feel like he's a great artist. But I feel like some younger artists that are into him now, I think they're into him because it's
because people got into it.
Because people got into it. It's like a norm and shit. Where it's like, man, I got into art because of fucking Ninja Turtles and cold ass fucking airbrush murals on the side of conversion vans. Just the most, whatever was dope. That's what it was.
Whatever was dope.
The cerebral high art shit, I got into that as I got a little older and I matured a little bit.
Side,
yeah. And but I try. There's something special that happens to people when they get into art and they're not thinking about it. And it's just like, hey, I don't know what it is. I usually don't look at this shit, but this right here, I fuck with it. It's the same way where like it's a crossover hit. Like say it's a country song that like crossovers into like the black charts, and they're like, why you like this song? I don't know, man. This motherfucker just hit on a certain level, man. It's just like I usually don't listen to this, but like, man, it just hits, and like that. I feel like that's where it becomes more genuine. It's like I didn't have to go to art school to appreciate this artist. I didn't have to listen to somebody explain the shit out of it for me to like it. Like I know what I like.
I just know it's dope. This shit is speaking to me.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, man.
Literally.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, when you think about childhood, no, I know we was gonna talk about the dream job, but
yeah, yeah. No doubt.
that just made me think about like coming up, like you couldn't even script it this your own self.
Nah, nah,
You know
dude.
what I'm saying? But
Nah.
you done put in the effort in like I got this one said like effort is the miracle. You know what I'm saying? Like to like you never know what
You
can
never
happen when you got
know, bruh.
that trunk foundation that you're
Yeah,
talking about. That's a
yeah,
but when we think about like this is a question I want to ask right
yeah.
quick
Let's
that
go.
just
Go.
when you think about like brothers, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
young brothers that's it's a lot of distractions. They done took some of our soul out the music. They done took a lot of this social media and separated our relationships and
Yeah,
things like
yeah.
that. You've been able to use creativity to kind of stay grounded in a way.
Right.
I'm sure that's your upbringing and stuff like that
No
too.
doubt.
Like, what do you think could reel some of our people back in, despite these devices that separate us? You know what I'm saying? Using creativity. How you look at that?
Man, um, so to answer that question, man, would be kind of like to look at shit through like rose-colored lenses. But I'll give you an idea of like what I saw growing up. Um, so I grew up and I came of age late '80s into the '90s and shit, right?
Uh huh.
You know, I like to include all of that stretch,
Right.
and then into the 2000s too. Um, I say that because like um the idea of blackness was like at an all-time high, I think, like in terms of the sitcoms we had.
Uh
Um
huh.
and then the figures, like there was a self-awareness of blackness in the consciousness in terms of like into the early 90s with a Public Enemy, and then like, you know, he had TV shows like A Different World, like, you know, being black and educated.
Yeah.
And then the idea of like um you know, every other movie around like the late 2000s, like the black person was like a high powered lawyer or something like
Uh
that.
huh.
You know,
Uh
they beat us over the head with that, but like, you know, that was positive reinforcement and stuff. And then the Cosby Show, all of these things, and then like around that time, R&B was bigger than hip hop,
Right. Right.
and you had
Yeah. Yeah.
songs
Boy.
about
It was.
brothers singing about how much they love a woman and like keeping their family together, and you know they singing in the rain with their shirt tore off and shit like
Right.
that. You know
Right.
they love their woman hard.
And yeah.
You know, but then on the same
Right.
side, on the same token, it's the women singing about like it's the sisters singing about how much they love their man. Like you got Anita Baker, like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
people, it was black men and women
Yeah, we had a lot of
singing to
examples.
each
Each
other.
other, yeah, exactly.
You know, and then like one of my idols on the art tip, and then now he's like, you know, become one of my OGs, Kevin A. Williams, Whack. If you are black, you know this man's artwork. Like it was around during late '80s, early '90s. You done probably seen it at the African festivals or being sold on the streets.
Mhm.
But these are fine art classics, and most of his stuff was the black man taking the sister back up the hill and like
Uh,
protecting the family. You
okay.
see these
Yeah, yeah.
paintings,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
So
they are
right,
like
right.
urban legend lore.
Yeah.
But and some artists, my fellow artists included, like they try to see that as like you know, that's urban art, or like that ain't highbrow art, that ain't Elizabeth Catlett or, you know, Theaster Gates or nothing like that. That's
Mhm.
like, you know, stuff that be in your cousins that did well and they moved out to the suburbs, that art's all in their house and
Oh,
shit.
okay.
You know, that type of
Right,
crap.
right.
But
Little Huxtable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, man, I think like that's very arrogant to look at that, because that man's work was a reflection of blackness at its high point on a mainstream level. Like,
Uh-huh.
bro, everybody ain't this 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 talented 10th blackness. Like that's not, they don't, that's not what all blackness is. Blackness has a bunch of different uh shades and forms, and we have artists I'm hoping we have artists that convey all of that on a serious level,
Mhm.
and he was doing that. And these are the things I'm saying all this to say these are things I was growing up seeing and hearing. And I remember, being picked up after school and like hearing like, Luther Vandross on the radio and like,
Right.
you know, cats like, man, singing to their queen and
Right. The
sisters singing
environment,
about, yeah,
the signals and stuff that you was,
exactly,
and
exactly.
since you was open with antennas just based on like your
Right,
early exposure and how you
right.
was raised or whatever.
And I think like the consciousness, like I mean, we still had the BS man going on, but like
Right.
I think on a mainstream, on a universal conscious, like the idea was, man, black love, the family, love each other, how whatever form it looks like, man. And like we don't really got that no more. Like
Right.
we got it's more like half the songs the sister singing about today is about like some dude that did them wrong, and
Right.
I might go holler at my homegirl,
Right.
or
Right. Right.
like,
Right. Yeah.
or
It's
like the
like
brothers is like talking about, man, the same thing on it, dog it out the sisters.
yeah.
And man, look, I know I sound old as hell talking,
I mean, it's real shit though. It's
but
like
it's
fucking
real,
on
yeah,
another nigga woman
yeah.
type
I'm
shit.
not
Like
saying,
that's
yeah,
like that's
yeah.
like total like separation.
Right,
Like,
right, right, right.
and you don't get no consciousness of that.
You
You know what
don't,
I'm saying?
man.
So it's like,
And to be honest, like we've looked at like singing about love in a real form as something that's like saying it's soft or naive,
right,
or
right,
like, it's smart and intuitive to sing about a really deep thing about how you don't like somebody and how you got to do this and blah 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 blah. And it's like, man, what happened? Like we never got back.
yeah, we never got back. It's
It's
like they ripped it.
Yeah, it's like you
It's
got
like
why.
they ripped that
Okay, I
shit
get
apart.
it. You getting wiser, and you know yeah, why you thinking about all those great times so and so was probably cheating on, or yada yada. But like there's been no callback or no resolution. We're just in a hurt state with R&B and with creativity as a whole,
Right.
and hurt people ain't helping nothing right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I mean, I guess that's why we got the push for mental health and
Yeah.
everything like that to
Definitely.
combat that, to
Because
help
that's
get us back.
yeah, that's a lot of these things perpetuate just like self destruction
Exactly.
back in the day
Exactly.
internally. So
Yeah.
when you mentioned mental health, I like to shout out to the mental wealth association. You know what I mean? Like kind of because you know how like mental health got a stigma on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then, when you got certain activities and certain people and certain ways of being, it promotes wealth, mental wealth. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I be doing my art and realizing like, man, like, I had to check myself, because like I could get down, I could be depressed and shit, and realizing like what that looks like.
Right.
Like, you know, you know, when you're a cynical person, sometimes it's hard to admit that shit, because like you see how everybody like talking about mental health, and you like, nah, that motherfucker's just an asshole. Like,
Right,
ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, don't you be trying to cover that up. Don't blame that on your zodiac sign.
Right. Type of shit.
But yeah, so a lot of people would be kind of like skeptic, but no, man, we all know it's real out there. Yes,
Yeah.
it's hard to choose between who's actually got some issues and someone that's just looking for sympathy and shit. But and the shit's so real out here, man. You got to take them on their word in some cases, man.
You do, man, because you never know what somebody going through, bro.
Man, you never know.
You never
man.
know what somebody going through. That's what's
know.
crazy, and you can learn so much from like. I remember downtown Chicago, dog. Like, I used to grind, sell my CDs, boom, boom, boom. Like, but this was on another level. I was creative with it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I had a whole different system.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to all the grind dependents out there. They know.
Yes.
But I used to holler at every he used to sit by this McDonald's, this old cat named Fred.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's like a dreadhead dude.
This on State Street?
No, on Wabash. This was on Wabash.
Okay.
And it'd be like, yeah, I see how you move, young blood, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, and all that stuff. And I sat down with him, I was just telling him a little story. He gave me this book, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was telling me about like he had went through this situation where his wife had left him, and it just like sunk him down to a like he just felt like shit, basically. Right. Long story a little bit longer, dog. He was like, I read this book, and it was the Four Agreements, and he gave me that book at a time. I was like trying to figure out what I was gonna do with myself.
Right.
You ever heard of that book?
I've heard of it. I never read it.
Yeah, it's a real good book. Yeah. It's a real good book. It's basically never take things personal. Make your word impeccable. What's the other ones? Leave that in the comments, y'all. Four Agreements, y'all know that. But long story short, I gave that book to a plethora of people. You know what I'm saying? And always come back. So it's like you never know what that dude had went through.
Right.
So it's just I think when you keep that openness and creativity, when you dig deep inside, you can spark that in other people. That's the rosy view of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so stuck on that shit because like from sports to when I got into hip hop,
right.
My man's across the street, Jerry, he was a DJ. I'm like 8 years old. This is when I first found out about hip hop. He like, yo, play these tapes.
Right.
And I'm hearing De La Soul. I'm like, damn, De La Soul, LL, Beastie Boy. I'm like, I'm listening to this shit like, hold on, this is the new language.
Right.
Open. And like, I didn't even know you could really put stuff like that. So,
right.
I mean, I know that's like a little tangent, but.
No, you right. I'll say this, man. We live in a world right now where like everybody's kind of real. Everybody got a joke for something. Like, you know, like, like, man,
right,
what's that movie, man? The world could be in it, and like, man, we gonna have these jokes. Like, Queen did. We got these jokes, and
funny as hell.
And bro, I trust me, I love it. Like, I love nothing more than laughing. Like, it's one of my favorite things to fucking do. Like, I grew up in Chicago. Shit talking on the front porch is, man, I take that with a gyro.
Real shit.
At the same time, it's like it's made us a real cynical society, and I feel like at the same time we're cynical and like everything gonna catch some shade, or like we gonna talk shit about this, that, and the third, or like that might be. We might all think that's the greatest TV show, but there's gonna be some motherfuckers that's a contrarian and be like, "Oh man, that show ain't shit."
Right.
Just because they got to do it, you know what I mean? Just because, So there's always gonna be that one. I will say this, man. I think that since we got all of that shit, I think like people will say like, "Oh man, we were just saying like, I know you're seeing shit in rosy colored glasses and stuff."
Right.
I feel like since we've had a rise in nostalgia. Like everything's got nostalgia in it. Like everybody's like trying to do reboots of TV shows, going back to clothing, giving people flowers and this, that, and third. That's all nostalgia. Nostalgia is going back and looking back at old shit in a way where those things that made you feel good. And like we're doing all of that for a reason right now because we miss that fucking simpler, what we thought was simpler. We always say simpler times. We miss that shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, you think we miss it? Trump and them miss it even more. They got a hat that says like, whatever the fuck they thought it was, they miss it too. You know,
same thing.
Yeah, like it's a world that's changing and presenting itself to folks that aren't ready for the unknown. And some folks are scared, man.
Yeah.
You know, like
most people
are scared. Like people that are like our age and older, they don't know what the fuck's going wrong with. They don't know what the fuck's going on with the world sexually, and they're scared. Right. And it's like they want to go back to this, and I'm like, yo, it's not gonna go back. This is where we are right now. You know, and like you either like it or you're gonna fucking die off and shit.
Right.
Ain't shit. You know,
just like rolling with the punches.
Yeah, like
that's how it is.
I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I'm just like, hey, I just know that like this is where we are now. You know? And we nostalgize so much for them simpler times and shit, quote unquote simpler times. And I feel like we do need a little bit of positive. We need a lot of positivity. We just need positivity. Right. Like sometimes I do think we need to slow down on like look, I love a fucking meme and cracking jokes. And like I love that shit
Right.
like just like everybody else. Like
Right.
I swear I love it,
Yeah.
man. Like you got me laughing right now. But at the same time, it'd be like, damn, man, everything can't catch a joke.
Right.
Like, man, I'll tell you something real tragic may happen, and like somebody gonna have some jokes ready. And it's
Yeah.
like, damn, man, like
Right.
like.
Damn, that shit funny
But I know
just
laughter
thinking
helps us
about it.
get through shit,
No, I
man.
do.
It
It
do,
do. No,
man.
I
But
mean that's one of the best things that you could really connect everything
it
with.
is, it is,
Everything.
and I ain't look. I don't know. I don't want my comics censored. I'll tell you that. Like I'll let them talk shit and
Oh,
let them
yeah.
piss off people. I get that.
Right.
But at the
Right.
same time, I'm like, there was a balance. Like even like okay, say you had like Richard Pryor saying this, that, and the third and shit. That's creative freedom and shit.
Yeah.
But then at the balance on balance end of it, man, you know what I mean. Like you had a lot of positive things happening, and people like preaching black love and togetherness, man, and
Yeah.
solidarity, and like all of that was wrapped up into it, man.
Right. What you
And
think is happening to that now though? Like why is it
bro,
is it
man,
money or
we hate each other like we don't even look like each other.
yeah.
I was like,
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot of that going on.
yeah, like I
But
just be
I
like,
don't think
why?
that's true though. But that's what it's
It's
seeming like.
see, here's the thing, man. I can agree with you on that, but at the same time, you know what it is.
It is. It is
You
that.
know, we got in some cases it is, man. Like we got podcasts, not to break the fourth wall, but like we got podcasts. Some of them totally dedicated to like brothers, like explaining they shit to women and women explaining they shit to brothers, and it's like it's cats literally making whole careers off of that. And it's a
Right.
cottage.
Yeah.
There's a cottage
Nah.
industry of black men and women not meeting each other
Yeah. That's
on a level, and it's like
that's a whole genre.
yeah, it's a whole genre.
That's a whole
and shit.
exploitation.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, and I'm like,
Damn.
and then we say stuff like women will say like, oh man, all men are trash, or like brothers will be like, just man, like, oh man, sisters this and da da da, and it'd be like, man, I hear that, but like, shit, man, like, we good, man. Like, we gotta love each other, man.
Yeah,
Like let's promote some positive images between
Hey,
both of us,
man, because it'd be so. I looked up that word, insidious, man.
and contentious.
Oh, that part.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I guess that
part
word.
too. Like,
yeah, it's wow.
It's
Are we
like-
still talking about art?
I mean, art is life.
Okay,
man,
then there we
so,
go,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We still on it. It's just like so that just really bring me to the next like. I just related to what when I started like writing.
Yeah, no doubt.
And started doing songs and shit. I'm like, okay, this shit exploring my mind to a whole different little hookup.
Yeah.
People start saying, "Oh, that shit dope." You know what I'm saying? You should take that shit serious. I was just basically
Right.
drawing out my view.
Right.
But I didn't really know who I was necessarily speaking to.
Right.
I was just speaking my mind.
Right.
But as you do it long enough, you be like, okay, you got a couple people that's following your shit. Be like, okay, who are you
Right.
speaking to? Like, is that something that you think about with your art? Like, are you speaking to anybody? And if so, who is it? Or is it just like,
No, I am speaking to somebody, man. I mean, everything we just talked about. And like, even like, obviously, I think about those things because I fucking talk forever about it. But like,
right?
It's
real.
I through all those things I just said, I still have hope and positivity for like my people and who they are, and when I say my people, I'm talking about my black people, but I'm talking about the human family all together and shit. And because I said recently in an interview, my artwork is unapologetically black, but I still make it palatable for the human race. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's like I was saying with the country song, like yeah, that song man I've been for us, but it hits us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You can get with it. It's a story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I use art to escape, but also to calm me down, and also to give me hope. Like
Yeah.
and look for hope, and then really to be, a lot of times I paint these portraits of these figures, and it's kind of like a physical manifestation of resilience and or figuring some shit out. Like I've been in places where, like, you know, just on an art level or career level, where like I ain't know what the fuck to do, dog. I just ain't know what to do. Like, bills gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
I ain't selling no fucking art.
Right.
And like, man, you just like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, in that moment, you like, shit.
Man,
Like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, you're like, man, I ain't got nothing in the account.
Right.
I can't drive that goddamn car because I can put no gas in it. Like, well, fuck. Like, and you like, shit.
Right.
I got friends. Like, they gonna find out I'm fucked. Like, I'm feeling like. You're like, man, I'm fucked out here, man.
Right.
Bro, and I say that on some real shit with almost tears in my eyes, because like I try to do artwork that like lets people know, like, man, I've been there before, and it's man, I swear to God, man, there's a way out of that shit.
No,
There's a way out of that
funny
shit.
As hell.
Man.
No, I like that connection.
It is
though.
It's
like, a way out of it.
It's a way out of it. That's why I put the key in my artwork, man. Like,
put the what?
I put the key.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this key that I always paint. Like, that it's a way out of that shit. It is always a way out of that shit, man. Like, man, dude. I always use the analogy. It's the Indiana Jones movie where like he's like running out of the fucking temple, and like he loses his hat, and he goes back and he grabs his hat just at the nick of time.
Yeah.
Swear to God, man, that's my life. Like, I'm always grabbing that hat out at the nick of time, man.
Damn.
That ain't no way to live, people.
That ain't no way to live.
But
you can.
But you can, because I mean, I always think about like my low points, man. I think about when I was I was in my mom's basement, man, and I just like life had hit me, and like I was just sitting in a chair, and I was just like fucking, I was tearing up and shit, and like to think at that time, like I just thought it was all over, and like that was like 2 decades ago almost. Like, I'm here. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm here, bro.
Yeah, from then.
Yeah.
From then to now.
Yeah, and if I can bottle up what it feels to be resilient from that and put it into some paint on the canvas and charge you a ton of money for it, I'm trying.
Right. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hell yeah. Illustrate resiliency type shit.
Yeah, I just want everybody to know that shit, man. Whatever you going through, whatever the fuck you feel like you're too embarrassed to tell people, or, you know, whatever you just, man, like, you ain't keeping up with the Joneses. Fuck the Joneses. I tell people this shit, and I think about it all the time. Like, I worked at FedEx. I worked at Starbucks. If it ever goes bad, that shit'll still be there waiting for me.
Right.
Cause I ain't never down and out, man.
Right.
I ain't never gonna be down and out, man. You know.
I feel that.
And I think people need to keep that. Not that you gotta be fucked. The cool thing about doing art is that you be on the street, you talk to people all the time.
Right.
And I've had watching to talk to a lot of people that are down on their luck and homeless folk, and like these are people who have had 401ks, houses, and families and all that, like driveways and bullshit. And now they out here on 79th Street drinking wine and shit.
Yeah.
And you just like, well, damn, how the fuck that happened?
How the hell that happened?
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
You know, and some of those guys or sisters, they'll be like, some of this shit sometimes it's pride because it's just like once you didn't had a so and so career, like how could you? Why would I go back to working at or work this particular job? I would rather it all go bad than work this particular job. I'm not saying this is a common story. I'm just saying there's a couple of stories I've heard, and I was just like, "Fuck, man!" Like, but they were like, that's your pride, and it's like, when you gotta take care of yourself, you gotta survive. Like, man, like, bounce the fuck back.
Yeah.
In whatever reincarnation that is. Like,
Right.
if you see a motherfucker working, just know they working.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause they could be out here on these streets. And they could be taking some shit from you the fast way. So I think about all of that shit because I come from a family that's like, has some street people in it, and man, like I see them people, and I see like, man, like that's the one thing about like when you got people like that in your family. When I say people like that, I mean drug addicts, winos, and shit like that.
Right.
Like you see the people on the street and they in the middle of the street and you just pass them off as like crazy folk or whatever, man. Know them people got family, and that's somebody brother, sister, auntie, cousin, loved one, or whatever.
Right.
And like, man, like shit ain't go the right way, man. So yeah, I say all that shit to say, man, like, dude, that's my art, my creativity. It reaches from out of that into people who are doing well and realizing their goals and stuff, man. It's from front to back. I did a big mural about that where painted a black family on 79th Street, and on the surface it looks like a painting of a black family like being positive and shit, but like a lot of that is a lot of those people that on 79th Street or 63rd or what have you, like those are people that have been snatched out of a family unit or a family unit that's disappeared for them. And I wanted to show people that, like, these people are people are people, man. They ain't just fucking zombies on the street.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. This is a real life depiction.
It's real shit. These are people where, like, man, shit probably didn't go right for them financially, mentally, or they just got dealt a bad hand, or like, sometimes, being an asshole catches up with you. It's all those different fucking factors. Yeah, man.
Shit like that.
But somebody loved them at one point,
Yeah.
Like, somebody cooked them some potato salad at one point, gave a fuck about them.
Right. Yeah. So, at one point or another.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn, that's deep. No, not just deep. That's one to grow on.
Yeah,
shit.
man.
That keep growing on, really, because that's, you know what I'm saying? That's regenerational. That's regenerating.
Man, I tell you, man, when you paint the mural, man, tons of people come up and talk to you all the time, and you hear all these types of stories, man.
Right.
Whether you want to hear them or not, because you're trying to work and shit, and talk your ear off. But
right.
Like, you hear all
you
these.
Gonna learn stuff.
Yeah, you gonna learn something, man. You know. And the cool thing is, like, I've been able to paint all around the world, and like, I hear stories, and man, people, except for some different cultural norms, people are all the same, man. Like, people are all the same, going through the same type of shit, had the same concerns and wants for they themselves and their loved ones and stuff, man. So yeah, you can do art that's very personal to yourself, but also it still hits a common thread. Like that key thing, man. And that shit goes it goes over from the south, north to the west, to the goddamn Middle East, to the goddamn Scandinavia, all in between, man. Like everybody gets that because everybody's had a plan and it didn't went to shit, and they had to figure out another fucking way to get there.
Right. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That's the key.
That's the
Stand
key,
grounded. That's the
bro.
key. Like that reminds me of what you said about the foundation. I'm gonna remember that too.
Yeah, it's
You
more
can
to
still, because a lot of times, like you can think if you stand in a certain foundation
right,
that is limiting you.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you think about a tree, how you change the meta from the house to the tree,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like them branches can keep growing.
They keep growing, man.
And then they're gonna drop seeds. Like you've been all over the damn world. Now you got seeds looking at, so that's one to growing right there. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
right.
Yeah,
We can get all types of
right.
fucking meta on that,
That's
man. But
crazy.
that's pretty much the get down, man. And that tree, ain't it's only one like it. I used to always be like, man, like trees are beautiful and unique, but like you see them all the time and you don't give a fuck about them. But
Right.
regardless, they're unique, and that's they're unique. You
Right,
know, like
right,
no
yeah, they
no
are.
two trees are the same.
Man.
No matter how many fucking trees we get out here.
Right.
You know, so like
ain't never thought about that.
yeah,
did
so
you?
it's always
thought about
something
that
new
shit.
under the sun because it's being born or grown organically
Man,
every
that's
fucking day,
Yeah,
man.
that's crazy.
Like
Yeah,
if
that's a fact.
outside of that, it's a clone.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's a
Right.
goddamn clone, man, or it's a manufactured
Fast
inanimate
food.
object. Yeah,
Right.
but anything born organically that has life outside of a goddamn clone
Right.
is unique upon under the sun, man.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why. So,
That's-
man, speaking of understand, like you talk about traveling. I mean, you made your imprint at home, you know what I'm saying, here in Chicago, then you've been able to branch out. Like, what are some of the places that you enjoyed the most or learned from? And then, like, what are you working on now? Like, where you going with your stuff?
places I enjoy the most.
Or just, talk about some of the
Yeah.
places that you've been or whatever.
From it's two levels. From the people and then the actual like environment. Man, it's small little anecdotes. Like I've been a lot of cool places, but it may not seem like it was all that cool. But like I did a mural in Cleveland, and like the sun was setting like every day on like my work day, and like shit was just beautiful to look at every time, man. Like I don't know why. So I was like, of all places, fucking Cleveland. I love you,
Word.
Cleveland.
Word. Shout out to Cleveland. What up,
Shout out to
dog?
Cleveland.
Hey, Midwest property shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right. People, man, Jersey and New York, that was crazy. I didn't know that many people knew about me out there, man. Like I had people just coming up to me left and right, like excited I was there, and that was nuts. Even Qatar over at Doha, it's a
Qatar.
country. Yeah, Qatar is a country on the other side of the Gulf, Persian Gulf from.
Where's that?
So you got what's it Dubai.
Okay.
And
India.
then, right, yeah, or
Right.
Middle East, it's
Okay.
Asia. Man, I sound like some idiots right now. But
We got a globe right
yeah,
there.
right, we got a globe
Sound it
right
on that
there.
mother.
Right. So Bink, and then right around there. So anyway, yeah,
Right.
people knew who I was. Like the organizers of the event out there, like they were like, I don't know how, and I was like, I don't know if that was some shade, but it's like, man, people know you out here. I was
Right.
like, get the hell,
Like,
man.
straight
yeah, straight up, man.
Man.
But it was cool, man. I got to talk to a lot of migrant workers out there, man, and just I got a chance to talk to people who were like close to the royals and established aristocrats there, all the way down to the migrant workers, man, and just hearing about what it was like to be there and what it was like to live there, what it was like to work or to live there, from both ends of the spectrum out there. Man, no one place, you know what it is? Because every place is extraordinary. It's the people who I work with when I get there
People.
who are so sincere about being happy to have some artwork or an artist or creative that's there that gives a fuck about the space they're in. Because a lot of times I've heard that, like, especially in the street art age where, like, it's more about the artist artwork and less about the community being
Mm,
involved in the art.
okay.
So that's where you get a lot of like these quirkier murals that you're just like, what is this? And it's like, well, I don't give a fuck about you. It's like,
Right.
this is about what I'm going through,
Right,
you know?
right, right.
And
It ain't,
so,
it ain't connected to the
yeah, it ain't
people.
connected to they, because, and I get it. A lot of artists they want to paint whatever they want to paint, and they don't want to have to go do this design by committee stuff. And I get it. And my process is I don't want, a bunch of people telling me what to do either. But I love being able to create some artwork that is steeped in where it's at, because when I leave there, they gotta live with it. It ain't mine no more. Like they own that piece of artwork. And
Yeah.
to see people that are very genuinely happy that someone gives a shit, or someone's there to do something on the behalf of them.
Right, that community.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeds.
And the love they give you, and
Yeah.
and the stories you hear. And I mean, I've painted murals where, like, you be sad to see these folks go, man. You just like teared up. Like, I had this there, Worcester, Massachusetts. Yeah, I knew I'd come around to it one.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester, Massachusetts,
Worcester,
man.
Massachusetts, huh?
That's where I got off the plane. Didn't know what the hell I was gonna paint, and I got out there, and it turns out Major Taylor, the bicyclist, lived in Chicago, lived out there. And that was the one, Chicago, Southside Chicago, Worcester connection. And I painted him out there, and I got a chance to talk to this beautiful older brother named Woody. And he was kind of like the neighborhood mayor, unofficial, the old head around there, man.
Right.
And Woody came out there, kept me company every day, man. It turns out his people's from the same small town in Mississippi my people's from, man. In Enola, Mississippi. BB King from there too.
Word, okay.
Yeah. And so, man, I grew up around old heads and shit. So, like, I live my life by the Sankofa, where it's like, man, you learn from the past and shit, man.
Okay.
It's an old West African
Sankofa
principle and shit. Sankofa, man.
Word them up.
And so, when an older person is talking to me, man, I listen. Even if they may seem ignorant, I try to pick some pearls out. You know what I mean? Because, like, they didn't live life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, man, brother kept me company, man. Brought out a paint sprayer for me, man. He had a little old gray coat sprayer that I used. It actually helped me paint the wall. And man, he's just a good dude, man. Got a chance to meet his family and stuff, man. And man, the local bike club found out I was painting the mural, and man, these kids was coming around every day with their bikes doing these wheelies. You know the kids on the East Coast, man, they do the wheelies and stuff. Right. So they out there in the yard while I'm painting the mural, and this one kid, man, he just wanted to help me every day, and he was out there helping me, man. And man, long story short, I finished the mural. I'm up on the lift. I'm signing my name.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I hear clapping. I turn around, the mural's in on the side of a school, and there's like a little courtyard or like a play lot. Man, the whole Major Taylor Bicycle Club was lined up around the thing. All these kids was in the lot. Damn. Woody was out there with his family. The news was out. I didn't know these people because I was just working with my headphones on. Right. I turn around, they clapping.
Damn.
And the sun was going down, man. And like, I teared up. I was like, shh.
Right, like,
yo, man. And then like got down off the lift and like bowed, and everybody. I had nothing ever since. Nothing
straight
ever. No shade to all the rest of the cities I painted in, but
no, that was experience right
there. Man,
dude.
The little kid, man, before I drove off, he was like, he's like, Max, I'm gonna miss you, man. I barely just met you.
Quit
I was like, damn it, kid.
Right.
See you later.
Right.
Miss you too.
All right, Chase.
Right. It's like we running out to the car, we driving off.
Man.
Hey, I'll picture, because I see all this shit clear as day in my head, man. You never forget that, man.
That's just Sansing bio right
there, dude.
Autobiography.
Man,
right
rest
there.
in peace, Woody, man. He Brother passed away. House caught on fire, man.
Damn,
Shit,
for real.
man.
Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
rest in peace, Woody, man. I
Damn,
put his
that's
name
real.
up on there and everything, man.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
that's
but
beautiful. Great work.
that Worcester, Massachusetts, to this
Worcester,
day, man.
Massachusetts.
Ain't
Shout
nothing
out to
hit that
Worcester,
one. Worcester,
Massachusetts, man.
Massachusetts.
Shout out, man. That's real,
Good
man.
people,
That's
man. Good. It took a while for me to get to the one that hit me the most, but I think that one hit me the most, man.
Damn, that's excellent, though, cuz. That's excellent.
That goes back. I like to go back to shit, but like that's where practicality. I got practicality out of that. Like that mural serves something. It lets people know who Major Taylor was. He was almost the first black superstar athlete because he was a famous bicyclist, a champion bicyclist. And it ain't the most famous Major Taylor mural. My buddy Sean Warren, he did a fantastic job painting them in another state, which I forget, man. Sorry, I think it was Ohio. But fucking kicked ass on that mural. But it serves a purpose, man, and like that's it kind of helped me with those ideas of like, man, art not being like, just like some fancy shit you hang on a wall.
Okay.
Like it's doing something, So just to bring it back to that.
No, that's real. Like it's really doing something that gave you even reinforced purpose.
Yeah.
What you're doing, you ain't wasting time. You really.
Yeah, man. Like, and I'm not saying that like all artists need to create just so like they got to create something that like people can use practically. Like, no, we got to have it's art, like,
right? But it gave
but it did make me it did kind of scratch that itch of like feeling like I was doing something that like I mean, you think about it now, like post-apocalyptic world, the murals still gonna be around if they look like how they look in the movies and shit. Like, but even that, I mean, dude, I've seen neighborhoods where like it's remnants of people that like you go to Pilsen, there's still Polish murals for Polish. Like there's still things there, like the churches they built. That neighborhood ain't been Polish in God knows how long.
Right.
It's like we think of Pilsen, we think the Mexican community. So it's like these are things that like last and last and last, man. Like we still have murals from the Egyptian times. We still got the pyramids. Like it's the art.
Modern day, it's the art.
It's the art that like it's cockroaches and art that sticks around after motherfuckers then turned to bones and or abandoned areas like. Chernobyl still got the goddamn Ferris wheel and shit. Right. And 3-headed bears. It's the art that sticks around, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's love.
No doubt.
Muralist, man.
No doubt.
Man, that's
It went on a hell of a tangent.
Nah, that's real though, man. I'm glad you done shared the journey, man. I hope
man.
I hope you know the impact of this right here, because I'm just thinking about like when you understand, when you get a taste of somebody's journey, get an idea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like reading a book, cuz, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like some of the things you just said, y'all can leave some comments on that, but like just having a convo, just listening.
Right.
It's damn near a book right there, cuz.
Hey, I mean, it ain't even over yet.
And it ain't, right. It's only phase.
I will leave some.
Thanks for sharing that. But go ahead.
Some words of wisdom, I guess, man. On the creative tips, man. And this is from a person who is getting older. Man, like do it all and do it. Like tomorrow ain't promised. I know that's a cliche, but believe that. Like I had the fortune of meeting and working with Virgil Abloh, and I was cynical like everybody else, but I was seeing him doing so much stuff, and I used to be like, he's doing a lot. Like he's doing a lot. Like, what is this? Like, it's like another thing. But then you realize like this was a man. He wasn't unaware. He knew. You know what I mean? Like his time. He knew his time here, and he was just getting it in. And you think about him, you think about Chadwick Boseman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, brother has a resume with a short life that rivals other art actors that could never get, you know?
Yeah.
And
It's gone.
man, you know, what's my boy Hebrew, man, shut up and create, man. Like, just create. Get it. If you got it in you, get it out. Like, do it. Don't be afraid. Be fearless. Be brave. Be unique. Um, everybody's going one way. Fuck it, man. See what the other way looks like. Why not?
Let me get that.
Why not, man? Cause shit, man, life ain't promised, man. And then, I got tons of ideas that like I say I'm gonna do. I got them finners. I got all them damn finners.
Right.
And shit go behind. Man, I look back on my old notebooks and it's like, still ain't did that shit.
Right.
What's stopping me?
Right.
What's stopping me, man? So do that shit. Get it out.
Keep it rolling.
Do it, man. Don't use excuses of why you can't. Like, you could do some extraordinary things on a shitty ass budget. It took me a while to realize that, because a lot of times you was like, well, I can't do that because I ain't got this. I can't do that. Man, well, when I get this,
right. Right, when I get this,
fucking do it. Just fucking do it.
Do that shit with what you got right
Call it Mark 1, then Mark 2, Mark 3. It's a prototype.
Right. That'd be the dopest shit.
Yeah, that's the little nuggets I can.
Nah, that's love right there, man. The whole thing, 100%.
Yeah.
Man, thanks for sharing the time, man. Hey, y'all tune in and leave y'all comments. Say what up, though, man. Like, I'm still just like, man, absorb this, man, because once again, you've been able to take the seed of creativity, so to speak, and do your thing with it. Still stay yourself, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that, like, just learning more about your travels, but you still you. And I'm learning, like, you ain't no different from when we didn't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that brother said you cool right there. We, what up, though?
No doubt.
But then you did all the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let the wind take you. You kind of like take the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like, and collect them. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you, everything I've just espoused and said, I'm speaking from where I am right now in my life. It's what I know thus far.
Right.
Thus far.
Right.
I ain't perfect. I just
working your number.
Man. I'm just working my numbers, man. And everybody, man, be happy. Create your art. Be whoever the fuck you want to be. Love whoever the fuck you want to love. And be happy. Like, don't let nobody keep you miserable out here.
Right.
All right. And if you're in a miserable space, get the fuck out of it.
Right.
I know that sounds easy, but do what you can.
I'm gonna have a graphic right here. It's gonna be like, push that shit out the frame.
Man, keep it out the frame, man. Like, let's get back to being positive, being good to people, man. And like, I think good creativity will come from a good space like that, man. It ain't gotta be tortured and shit to fucking be out here pumping out good artwork, man. Like, that ain't always the whole get down and shit, man. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate all that shit,
you
man.
Know what I'm saying?
Yes,
spreading the energy and the creativity and everything else. The soul, bruh. Yes, so, y'all, hey, we're going to call it one right now. We got Max Sansing right here. Original Chicago creative, man. Spreading the love, man. So, soak it up. Say what up, though.
What up, though?
All right, cuz. Admit it, y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
Man, that was good, dude.